Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Bringer of Light Intuitive. I'm Cindy. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to dive into an equinox reading and see what wants to come through for you in all areas of your life. I'm going to ask for just the overall energy of what you can expect for the next 6 months in your equinox. Happy equinox. It is spring equinox where I'm at, but we are all over the world here. So don't worry if you're seeing this after it was posted. It's actually timeless. So, take it if it fits and comment below and let me know how it resonates for you and who I'm reading for. As always, I always like to know that. If you are new here, thank you so much for being here. I would love to hear from you. Also in the comments below, let me know that you're new and say hi so I can meet you. And if you are returning, I always love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back. I feel like we are building such a great community here. And so I just want to always be grateful and thank you for being here because I so love my community and I love to read all of your comments and I love how you engage with me and I just love what we're building here. So thank you so much for being here. Also, if you have not yet joined my community here, I would love to invite you to hit that subscribe button and join my community because it is a really great community. And thank you so much because that helps me to reach more people. All right, guys, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's see what you can expect. What energies can you expect over the next 6 months in your life? What wants to come with this new equinox that is happening today? We're also in Aries season today, which is Happy New Year because it is the new year for the zodiac calendar. And so everything is new right now. Where I'm at, it's springtime. Everything is new. Everything is it's like life renewing itself. And so here we are on the first day of the new zodiac year. We're on the first day of the equinox. We have all of this change going on. We have all of this new energy. Let's see what that looks like for you. All right, so we want to focus on the equinox spirit. What is it that my friends that are watching this reading, what do they need to know? What can they expect? What can they expect in their life in this equinox season? Ooh, I have celebration energy here. Oh my gosh, the cards are talking. Wow. Anything else? I feel like you are getting the victory over things that have been holding you down. I feel like, all right, where was I at here? All right. So let me backtrack for a second and let me just pull up these two. Abundance and celebration in your community. Now, what can you expect in the next 6 months in this equinox? What is it bringing you? It's bringing you good news. It's bringing you celebration. It's bringing you this abundant energy. This feels like springtime to me always. Whenever it comes out, I always say that. It feels like abundance. It feels like new beginnings. It feels like life renewing itself. It feels like springtime, and it's like this New Year energy, life renewing itself and all this blossoming abundance. So the word blossoming, interestingly, for me right now in this moment I'm hearing, it's like you are stepping into this, I'm seeing a portal. You're stepping through the portal to this brand new beginning. You're literally closing cycles. I have that here as well. Closing cycles. We've been doing that for a while. It's like you've gotten the victory over those old cycles. You're no longer that old person, that old version of you. You're stepping into this new version of you that is abundance. And the blossoming part feels like subtle changes are going to start taking place. And it's like subtle little celebrations, sudden abundance coming in from different areas. I feel like this card is twofold for me. It is your community is expanding. You can expect your community to expand. You can expect to meet new like-minded people and connections in your life that are going to lead you to more abundance. You can expect the people in your life abundance happening in the people around you. This is like new love. This is inviting in new people. This is new like-minded friends. This is families coming back together. This is a lot of good news coming in, probably through your community or people you know. This is a lot of abundance in your connections in your life. And this can be family, this can be work relationships, this can be friend relationships, this can be new friends, you know. This can be an extra little bit of connection in your relationship. Did you understand that? This can be connections, romantic connections, new romantic connections, an increase in romance in your connections. This is an increase in closeness, an increase in connection, an increase in communication. This is just so much increase. The number 3 is increase for me. And I feel like what you can expect starting from now is you're going to start seeing subtle changes in abundance in all areas of your life, starting with your connections. You know what? I feel like that came out in my reading this morning on Instagram. If you saw that, comment below. It feels like that because you are stepping into this abundant energy. It's like you're in alignment with abundance. So it's going to start appearing in your life. That's the word I was looking for. Appearing in your life in subtle ways. I feel like it's going to start off subtle, like when, this blossoming energy, when flowers are blooming, when any plant is blooming, it's like it starts off in a subtle way and then it blooms, and it sometimes feels like overnight. Then suddenly it's like it's open and it's beautiful and there's this beautiful flower there or whatever it is. I feel like it's going to start off subtle, and then all of a sudden, like, you're going to start seeing more and more of it because you're in alignment. You're in alignment with abundance. You're in that energy, and that energy goes in cycles. And when you're in alignment, it's like more and more comes because you're sending out the energy of abundance, and you're constantly attracting in and magnetizing into you more abundance. I feel like it's going to start looking for evidence, okay? Start looking for evidence of abundance in your life. Now that can show up as somebody buying you a coffee. That can show up as someone bringing you flowers. That can show up as, literally like winning the lottery or some sort of big financial windfall. But I want you to start looking for and make a note on your notes app or like a journal or something. Start making note, like look for abundance every single day and start making note of the abundance that comes in, and think big, of course, but also look for the subtle changes, because I feel like it's going to start subtly, where you're going to start seeing little acts of kindness, little acts of service. You're going to maybe meet a new person that you really click with, that you like, and or someone, like I said, buys you coffee. Like, it may start off as like a little cup of coffee. You may start seeing money laying on the ground. Maybe it's a couple of pennies or something. That's little, but it's still something, and it's increase, and it's abundance that is coming in, and it might start trickling in and then getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what I'm trying to say. But you have this celebration energy too. You have, in that community card, you have celebration. Like, that can talk about, engagements. That can talk about meeting new people and going for, if you're calling in love, going from single to in a relationship. Then engagements. That can talk about baby announcements. That can talk about, selling a home, buying a home, some sort of justice situation going in your favor. That can talk about a lot. This is in the energy of celebration. They're actually celebrating a wedding. So this could talk about a wedding. This could talk about, like I said, a baby announcement, or, someone being pregnant, having a baby. Lots of celebration energy here in this next equinox cycle. And I feel like you have gotten the victory over what has been holding you back, because you've been removing and releasing those things that have been weighing you down, those things that have been holding you back. You got the victory over all of that. This contract, this karmic contract, of the past has now closed. We've gotten closure on it, and now we're stepping into this abundant new season, this abundant new chapter. You wouldn't be able to step into the new beginnings if you were still holding on to the old. So if you are still holding on to anything that has been sort of controlling you, this feels like it controls you because it's keeping her chained, you know. So if you are holding on to any sort of people pleasing or comfort zones that you've been feeling like your intuition has been telling you to let it go, or fear, anything like that, if you're still holding on to anything like that and you're feeling like, yeah, my intuition has been telling me, because, you know, we do have the intuition card here and we do have the angel of balance card here. So there may be some angels that are still working on some of you that, you know, are telling you, let go of what doesn't serve you, because it's creating this imbalance energy, and we want you to be in this abundant energy. But for the most part, I feel like we are that karmic cycle has closed. We've released all this stuff, and we have let everything go, and we got closure on that old cycle. And so I feel like you've got the victory over all of that, and you're sitting in this beautiful energy of the Queen of Pentacles, which is self-worth and value and abundance. She's the energy of abundance, you know, but there's also she happens to be holding an opportunity. So we've got celebration energy, we have this abundance energy, and we have some sort of opportunity for a job or an increase in your income or some sort of financial windfall. These are the things that you can expect in this new equinox season. So let's pull some love cards and see what can you expect in the area of love during this new equinox. We have abundance, you know, abundance in love, celebrations. But let's get love, especially focusing on love. I've got the heart-to-heart conversation, so I feel like for some of you that means in your connections you're going to have better communication. And you may be meeting somebody who's a really great communicator. What can my friends expect in love in this new equinox cycle? What can my friends expect? The love energy of this equinox cycle, please. What can my friends expect? I have chemistry here. Tell me more about this before I say anything. So I really feel like what's interesting, I really feel like part of the old cycle that, you know, we've gotten closure on is a lot of healing too, because I've got the healing cards here. Codependency, I've got love yourself first, you deserve love. All of these are codependent energies of lack, you know, and healing family issues. So I feel like for many of you, there's this energy of, you know, taking your power back and really healing, learning how to love yourself and healing that codependent energy, that lack energy that we talk about sometimes here on this channel. I feel like you have, you know, that's that cycle that's closing. So you may still be working on some of that. That may be what was coming up in the attachment card, you know, and getting the victory over that, letting that cycle close, getting closure on all of that stuff. Really calling back your power, stepping into your power. It puts you in that abundance, because we love ourselves, when we show up for ourselves, when we prioritize ourselves, and we see our value, we raise our value, we raise our self-worth, and we see our value and embrace that power. It makes us magnetic, and it makes us magnetic to abundance. And therefore you're attracting abundance of love, attracting abundance of attention, attracting abundance of communication and abundance just in all areas of your life. So I feel like what you can expect here is, if you haven't fully healed all of that stuff, if you haven't been working through all of that stuff, then you may still be letting go of all of that, but you are getting the victory over that cycle if you haven't already. Because I feel like for most of you, you have already gotten closure on all of that stuff. I feel like for some of you who are in separation from somebody very special, I feel like you will be hearing from this person that you may be in separation from. And I say that because I have this flirt card, which came out twice. I have like this lighthearted energy. The flirt is lighthearted energy, and it's like we are, coming back together and maybe getting to know each other again on a new level. And it's just like it takes us back to the honeymoon stage where we're flirting, we're having fun, we've got all this chemistry, and we've got all this great communication. We also have expression of feelings and love here. And I have this make an effort card. And I feel like maybe the energy, if you're in separation, when you went into separation, you could have been in this out of balance energy with the effort, because maybe you're one of the ones that are healing the, finding your worth and stuff. And so when we don't know our worth, or when we are coming from a lack place, codependency and stuff, then we tend to attract out of balance energies. We tend to attract codependent connections and stuff, or people who there's this unequal reciprocity, right? We're putting in all the effort and we're getting in very little, and they're taking, we talk about that a lot here. So I feel like this make an effort card is flipping the scales for you. It's turning the tables. You're coming out of separation, and this person is giving you the effort that you gave before, and showing up with great communication, expressing their feelings. I feel like you are being magnetic to this person. And so you have all of this attention, you have all of this great chemistry and energy coming in after this separation. So I feel like you've been working on yourself, and it's going to start paying off. You're going to start seeing maybe subtle communication coming in. Remember, it may start subtle. And you're going to start seeing, maybe you're going to hear from this person, then you're going to start seeing this person, and then it's like before you know it, you're back in a relationship. Now that may be for one of you specifically, but I feel like for others of you, I feel like you're attracting in new love, and you're going to be celebrating new love soon, or an increase in the love that you currently are in if you're in a committed relationship. And maybe your relationship has struggled in the area of effort. Maybe your relationship has struggled in the area of expressing feelings. Maybe your relationship has struggled in the area of connection and communication. And maybe your relationship has struggled in the area of chemistry. So it's like, if I'm talking to you, then you have this, you are attracting in abundance. And it may start subtly, but it may show up, in an increase of communication and connection and intimacy. Going back to that honeymoon phase where you have all this chemistry and you're flirting, and it's like you start dating again, and you have this, they're making the effort. Maybe they didn't make the effort before. Maybe that's what you've been struggling in. So for those of you who connect on that level, you're attracting in subtle changes in abundance, in love. So be watching for those. Now, for the rest of you who are actually calling in love and are single, you're calling in your person that I feel like these energies here that I'm looking at, this effort, chemistry, communication, expression of feelings, all of that is on your list of what you want. And so the universe is getting ready to, you're going to be meeting somebody who actually checks off all your list. Okay? And so get ready. They are going to be flirty and fun, great communication, lots of chemistry. And I feel like they are emotionally available. That's that expression of love, expression of feelings. They're emotionally available. They're emotionally balanced. And they are also in that make the effort card. It's like, I feel like that was your past, that maybe you didn't have somebody who put in the same effort as you, and now this one coming in, they are going to be putting in the effort. And I feel like the universe is bringing you somebody who's actually rewarding you for the effort that you put in the past that you never got. So let me know which one you are in the comments below, and how this reading is resonating for you. I always want to know who I'm reading for. So let's pull some tarot now and see what the tarot wants to add to this reading, what you can expect in this equinox. Wow. Knight of Cups, Lovers. Okay, they want to dive right into love. So we've got the Lovers, we've got the Nine of Cups, sorry, the Knight of Cups. That is somebody coming in. You're about to either meet them or hear from someone, depending on where you're at on this, this timeline, or not the timeline, but how this reading is playing out. Which one are you? Are you in separation? Then you're going to be hearing from this person. If you're already in a connection, this connection is about to deepen. If you are single and looking, you're about to meet somebody. I've got the Judgment, and it says, for me as a reader, this card says it's time, and it's also guided. This is definitely your person. Okay, so whichever one of those you fall under, it's definitely your person, and it's definitely time. I feel like there's a whole bunch of energy here that had to clear out before this could come together. So that's what, we've gotten closure on all of that. That's the energy that had to clear out before this love could come back together. So apparently we want to start out with love here. So I'm feeling like love is going to be the prominent energy of this equinox. And it's funny because I have been hearing that from astrologists. So let's see what else wants to unfold. What do you need to know? What can you expect in this equinox? Let's see. Oh, I've got the Seven of Swords here and the Page of Cups. So right away, that feels like an apology. And we've got the Justice card here as well. I feel like you could be receiving an apology from somebody. Maybe it's this separation energy that I am looking at right here. I feel like somebody who, oh, okay, I'm getting two things now. This person coming back that you've been in separation from, and this is only going to be for one person, or very few people. So just take it how it fits in this scenario. I'm seeing that something happened between the two of you, and things went wrong, whatever happened in this separation. But I feel like they are feeling very bad about whatever happened between you. They're feeling very guilty. They're feeling very bad, and they're going to come in with an expression of feelings here, but it's an apology. And I feel like it's actually led by the universe, because we've got the Justice coming in. And I feel like this is also, secondly, this energy is you are about to receive from the universe what you've never received in the past. Okay? Now, does that make sense? You're about to receive rewards for all the love that you've poured into people, places, and things in your past. And you feel like maybe you were betrayed, other people were chosen over you. You did not receive the love back. You just received, I feel this energy it just feels like betrayal. It feels like being backstabbed. It feels like being stolen from. It feels like doubts and insecurities and stuff like that. And I feel like the universe has been working with you through everything that you've gone through. And the Justice says, with the Page of Cups, the Justice says you're about to receive, and it may start subtle. You're about to start receiving every rewards for everything that you've not received in the last cycle. Remember, that cycle has closed and we're stepping into this new beginning. We're wiping the slate clean and we're not looking in the past anymore, but the universe has been keeping track. And so that you are about to receive rewards for everything that you did not receive in your past however many years. And it may start out as an apology from somebody specific, but for those of you who that part doesn't resonate, then this is the universe stepping in with justice for all the injustice of the past. And the page here, it feels like the page is something of a young energy. So it feels like it's going to start out subtle and then it's going to keep building on itself. You're going to start receiving great gifts of love, gifts of abundance, but new experiences and increase in your intuition and stuff. Like, I feel like for some of you, you're going to see it happen in your intuition, and then it's going to show up for you in your hands. But you're going to start receiving gifts from the universe that are rewards for everything that you didn't receive in the past, the injustice of the past. Now, in this other situation over here too, we've got this increase in love, and I feel like that's also your justice for relationships in the past that didn't give as much as you did. I forgot where I was at over here. I'm pulling a spread. Okay, for some of you, you've got a divine masculine here. For some of you, you're stepping into your power in this next 6 months or so, this equinox that we're in. You've got victory over that old cycle. You've got promotion energy. You've got, being chosen. You've got victory. You've got the sun. You've got the sun. Your big fat yes. Things working out so much better than you could have imagined. Also on this sun, there's divine masculine, divine feminine there. And I feel like for some of you, this is, your big fat yes in love, whatever that means to you. For some of you, this is your big fat yes in a different way. Because with the Emperor, it feels like you're taking control, and you are, and this is Aries energy, and we're now in Aries season. So Aries, this is gonna resonate more for you than anyone else. You're gonna feel this energy more than anyone else. You're really, 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 really in your power, and you are standing in that power, and you are not letting anyone throw you off your throne. You are not letting anything get in your way. You are taking charge of your life, and you are going after everything that you want, and nothing can stop you. And for others of you, this is your divine masculine coming in, and you are magnetic to them. Like, they cannot see anybody but you. If you're single, the spotlight is on you. The sun is sitting right next to the Queen of Wands, and the spotlight is on you. For others of you, this is Aries energy, and it's the same. I mean, you are so magnetic. You are so on fire. You are so in your power. And everything that you want to create with that power, it's like you have a vision. That Emperor, he's a visionary, and he goes after it, and he gets everything that he wants. So I feel like you have so much power in this equinox, no matter who you are, Aries or otherwise. You have so much power in this equinox. You're taking that power, you're taking control, and you are going after what it is that you want, and nothing can stop you. And you literally get what you want. This is in the heart of the spread is the Six of Wands. This is victory. This is success. This is promotion. But as I said, I feel like they want to highlight love. So I feel like the next 6 months is all about relationships, connections, and love. In the foundation, we've got the Six of Cups next to the Six of Wands. This is such beautiful love energy, and when two sixes comes out in a reading, it tells me as the reader this is a beautiful love story that's unfolding. This is a trustworthy and true love. This is protective love. This is somebody who wants to give to you. This is somebody who is protective and somebody who is a provider. This is somebody who you can fully trust, you can fully be vulnerable with. They're going to sweep you off your feet. This is a trustworthy relationship. This is a long, long committed partnership. This is somebody who inspires healing. This is somebody who inspires you, period. Just inspires you. This is somebody who wants adventure, somebody who is absolutely balanced in their emotions, who gives you gifts. This is somebody who wants to sweep you off your feet. This is somebody who is literally destined for you. We've got the Hierophant, my God card showing up here saying God is in control of it all, and it's time. It's time for you. It's time for you. So I feel like, and I've got the King of Cups, just so you know. I've got the King of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, this energy in love and maybe separation has gone back a couple of years. And I feel like you've learned a lot over those couple of years. You've closed a lot of cycles. You've released a lot of things that have held you back and stuff. We've talked about all of that, but it's like now is your time to shine. Now is your time to call in your power, stand in that power. Now is your time to receive from the universe everything that you've been waiting for. Strength and courage. The Hanged Man. Coming out of the Hanged Man, it was actually in reverse. You're coming out of the Hanged Man energy that you've been in, this waiting energy, this waiting and being unfulfilled energy. It's time, and it's going to happen suddenly and subtly. Suddenly, things are going to change, and you're going to start noticing subtle differences, or you're going to start getting attention. Remember, I said keep a note of all the abundance that you start seeing in your days ahead from now on. My communication today is amazing, isn't it? Start keeping track of all the abundance, because it can be little, it can be subtle at first, but it's going to start building and it's going to start getting bigger. And before you know it, when you go back and you read your list, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I was seriously blessed. And we've got the Ten of Wands here and the Ten of Pentacles. We're going from the old cycle to the new cycle of Ten of Pentacles is high levels of prosperity, abundance, love, feeling safe and stable, feeling content, feeling happy, building a life together with somebody, rebuilding a life together with somebody, financial stability, financial freedom. There's a lot of success here, and that's the days of struggle are over. The days of struggle in all of these areas is over. Everything is changing, and you deserve it. You deserve it. We have promotion energy, we have success energy, we've got business energy. If you have a business that's been struggling, it's about to take off. It may start subtle at first, but it's going to build upon itself. And you're going to start attracting in more clients. You're going to start getting really busy. You're in the spotlight, and the universe is sending people to you. You don't have to worry about where they're coming from. It's going to happen. You deserve it. So be prepared for change, subtle, sudden changes, but it's all good. Abundant sun energy, happy days. This is a really, really great 6 months for you. I would love to hear in the comments, those of you who have been keeping track of your abundance and what you start receiving. I would love for you to comment and tell me. So save this reading and come back and let me know what happens in the days and the weeks that are going to unfold from here. What kind of abundance did you start receiving? Start looking for it. Start expecting it. And get ready for love to increase, because that is the highlight of this reading. Okay? They wanted to talk about that the most. Anyway, I love you guys. If you want a private reading with me to see what the next 6 months brings for you, then check out the link in the description box. It's in the description box of every video, my booking link. You can check it out and see what feels best to you. And I would love to do a reading for you. And if you don't mind, hit that like button on the way out. I really appreciate it. That helps me and helps me to reach more people. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading.